The laughter from the living room carried into the kitchen where I was making snacks for my son's friends. Tyler was home from college for spring break, and he'd invited his roommates to stay at our house for a few days before they all headed to Cabo. I'd been cooking all morning, homemade pizzas, wings, the spinach dip he'd loved since middle school. "Dude, your mom's food is incredible," I heard one of them say. My heart warmed. After the divorce 3 years ago, I'd worried about maintaining traditions, about Tyler still feeling at home in the smaller house I'd moved into. "Yeah, Patricia knows how to cook," Tyler responded, and I froze. "Patricia. Not Mom. Patricia." I stayed still, wooden spoon suspended over the simmering marinara sauce. "Wait," another friend said. "I thought your stepmom was the one you were always talking about. The cool one." "Oh yeah, Natalie. She's my real mom," Tyler said casually. "She's Dad's wife. She's actually cool, you know? Like, she gets our generation. Has her own startup, drives a Tesla, actually listens to good music." "But this is your actual mom, right?" Tyler laughed. Not a kind laugh. "Birth mom, yeah. But Natalie's my real mom. She's the one who actually gets me. Patricia just complains and makes drama all the time. Everything's about how tired she is, or how hard she works, or how nobody appreciates her. It's exhausting." The wooden spoon slipped from my hand, clattering against the pot. I caught it quickly, my hands shaking. "Must be awkward when they're both around," someone commented. "Nah, I barely see Patricia anyway. Just holidays and stuff when I have to. Natalie's the one I actually talk to about important stuff. She helped me get my internship, introduces me to people who matter. Patricia would just lecture me about calling more or whatever. Still, free food though," his roommate Jake laughed. "Yeah, I'll give her that. She cooks and cleans. That's about all she's good for, honestly. Oh, and paying for stuff. She's got this whole martyr complex about money. Always reminding me how she pays for my meal plan and dorm and stuff. Like, okay, that's what parents do, right? Natalie never makes it weird like that." I gripped the counter, my vision blurring. "Complains and makes drama. That's about all she's good for. 20 years. 20 years of my life reduced to cooking, cleaning, and complaining." I thought about texting him to come help with the food, to interrupt this conversation. Instead, I turned off all the burners, picked up my purse, and walked out the back door. Let them finish the pizzas themselves. I sat in my car in the grocery store parking lot, my hands still shaking. Tyler's words echoed in my head. Birth mom. Real mom. Complains and makes drama. Was that really how he saw me? The woman who'd held him through colic for months, who'd sleep-trained him alone while his father traveled for work, who'd driven to every baseball game, every school play, every parent-teacher conference? I thought about Natalie, 28 years old, with her Stanford MBA and her venture capital connections. She'd married my ex-husband James 2 years ago, sliding into a ready-made family with a nearly grown son who required minimal actual parenting. Of course, she never complained. She never had to fight for child support. Never had to work double shifts to pay for travel baseball. Never had to choose between her own needs and her child's wants. She got to be the fun parent, the cool parent, the one who swooped in after all the hard work was done. My phone buzzed. "Tyler. Mom, where'd you go?" "The sauce is burning." I stared at the text. "Mom." So I was mom when he needed something. I didn't respond. Instead, I drove home, but not to salvage dinner. I went straight to my home office and opened my laptop. If I was just the birth mom who complained and made drama, then it was time to show Tyler what life looked like without his birth mom's support. First, the college meal plan. I logged into the payment portal and canceled the automatic renewal for next semester. Then the cleaning service I'd arranged for his dorm, a luxury I'd added when he complained about how gross the shared bathrooms were. Canceled. His cell phone plan, his car insurance, the credit card for emergencies that he somehow used for Uber Eats 3 times a week. One by one, I removed myself from the financial obligations of motherhood. Then I went deeper. The laundry service I paid for so he wouldn't have to wash his own clothes. The Amazon Prime account he used for everything. The Netflix, Hulu, and Spotify family plans. If Natalie was his real mom, she could handle the real expenses. I wasn't angry. Not exactly. I was something worse. I was done. Done pretending that unconditional love meant accepting disrespect. Done financing the life of someone who saw me as nothing more than a wallet with a martyr complex. By the time I finished, Tyler had texted 6 more times, escalating from confusion to annoyance. "Seriously, where are you? The guys are hungry. This is really rude, Mom. Whatever. We ordered DoorDash. I finally responded. Sounds like you figured it out. I'm sure Natalie would be proud of your problem-solving skills. Then I turned off my phone and went to bed. The next morning, I woke up to 37 missed calls. I made coffee, took a long shower, and finally checked my voicemail. Tyler's voice confused. Mom, my meal plan isn't working. The dining hall says it's been canceled for next semester. Then angrier. Okay, what's going on? The cleaning service just texted that they're not coming anymore. Then panicked. Mom, seriously, my credit card got declined. I'm trying to pay for my books for next quarter. Call me back. Finally, James. Monica, what the hell did you do? Tyler's been calling Natalie all morning. His meal plan is canceled? His phone's getting shut off. What is this about? I called James back first. Good morning to you too, I said pleasantly. I heard Tyler considers Natalie his real mom now, so I figured she should handle the real mom responsibilities. What are you talking about? Ask your son. Or better yet, ask him to tell you what he told his friends about me yesterday. About how I just complain and make drama. How I'm only good for cooking and cleaning. How Natalie is the only parent who actually matters to him. Silence. Then, he's a kid, Monica. He didn't mean. He's 20 years old, James. Old enough to know words have consequences. Old enough to treat people with basic respect. Old enough to appreciate the person who's bankrolled his entire life. So you're what, cutting him off? That's insane. I'm stepping back. Letting his real mom step up. Natalie has that successful startup, right? I'm sure she can handle a meal plan and some laundry service. Natalie's company is pre-revenue. You know that. I laughed. Pre-revenue. Is that what we're calling it? How convenient that she gets to be the cool, successful mom without actually having any success to fund it with. Monica, tell Tyler his birth mom will be taking a break from complaining and making drama. I'm sure he'll find it very peaceful. I hung up and went about my day. I had a life, after all. A job as a nurse practitioner that I'd worked hard for, going back to school while Tyler was in elementary school. Friends I'd neglected while prioritizing Tyler's needs. Hobbies I'd abandoned because travel tournaments and college visits ate up all my weekends. By afternoon, the calls had escalated. Tyler had discovered the full extent of the cancellations. His texts ranged from disbelief to fury to bargaining. Mom, please. I need the meal plan. I can't afford to eat without it. This is crazy. You're seriously doing this over a conversation. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean it. Mom, my roommate says the room already smells weird without the cleaning service. Please answer your phone. That evening, Natalie called. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity won. Monica, she started, her voice dripping with fake concern. I think there's been a misunderstanding. Has there? Tyler seemed pretty clear. You're his real mom. I'm just the birth mom who complains. He's young. He didn't mean. Stop. Everyone keeps saying he didn't mean it. He meant every word. And you know what? He's right. I do complain. Because I'm tired. Because I've been carrying the financial and emotional load of parenting for 20 years while you swoop in with your Tesla and your connections and play at being the cool mom. That's not fair. You want to know what's not fair? Working night shifts to pay for travel baseball while James built his career. Missing my own college reunion to pay for Tyler's SAT prep. Watching my son give you credit for the man he's become when you've known him for 2 years. I never asked him to. No, you just made sure he knew how much cooler you were than his tired, complaining mother. Well, congratulations. You win. He's all yours. Meal plan, laundry service, credit cards, and all. Monica, be reasonable. I can't afford. Then I guess Tyler's going to learn what it's like when your real mom can't provide what your birth mom did. I hung up on her too. The next few days were a cascade of consequences. Tyler's dorm room, without weekly cleaning, quickly devolved into chaos. His roommates started complaining about the smell. Without his meal plan for the upcoming semester, he had to figure out how to budget for food. His phone service was set to cut off at the end of the billing cycle. Most importantly, he had to explain to his friends why suddenly everything was falling apart. Jake, his roommate, called me directly. Mrs. M? Tyler's kind of losing it. What happened? Ask Tyler what he told you about me the other day. About how I'm just his birth mom, who complains all the time. Oh, a long pause. Yeah, that was messed up. My mom would have killed me. Your mom's smarter than me. I just decided to let his real mom handle things. For what it's worth, Mrs. M, I told him he was being a dick. You're cool. Like, you made us homemade pizza. Natalie just posts about us on Instagram like we're accessories. That gave me a small bit of satisfaction. A week into the disaster, Tyler showed up at my door. He looked rough, unshaven, wrinkled clothes, the telltale signs of someone who'd been living on ramen and energy drinks. Can I come in? I stepped aside. He walked into the house he'd grown up in, past the wall of photos documenting his life. First steps, first day of school, baseball championships, graduation. All moments I'd been there for. All moments Natalie had missed. Mom, he started, then stopped. Swallowed. I messed up. I waited. I'd done enough talking over the years. It was his turn. I know what I said was horrible. Jake told me you heard everything. Everything, I confirmed. I don't even know why I said it. The guys were talking about their families, and I wanted to sound, I don't know, like I had this cool, successful stepmom. Like my life was more interesting than just having a regular mom who works at a hospital. A regular mom, I repeated. That came out wrong. No, Tyler. It came out exactly how you meant it. I am a regular mom. I wake up at regular hours, go to a regular job, come home to a regular house. I'm not starting companies or driving Teslas or introducing you to venture capitalists. I'm just the woman who raised you. He was crying now. That's not just anything. Mom, my God, I'm such an asshole. You know what Natalie did when I called her about the meal plan? She said I should get a job, that it would be character building. She's not wrong. Mom, I can't work and keep my grades up and… I did, I interrupted. Worked 30 hours a week through nursing school while raising you. But then again, I'm just a complainer, so what do I know? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't think you're just a complainer. I don't think Natalie's my real mom. I was being an idiot trying to impress people who don't even matter. And what about the people who do matter? I took them for granted. He looked me in the eye. I took you for granted. Mom, you've given me everything. Every opportunity, every advantage, every second chance. And I threw it in your face for what? To sound cool to my roommates. We sat in silence for a moment. The house felt different with him in it, fuller, but also heavier with the weight of broken trust. What do you want, Tyler? I want to fix this. I want my mom back. My only mom. My real mom. I never went anywhere. You're the one who decided I wasn't enough. I know. And I know I can't take it back. But Mom, I need you. Not your money. I mean, yes, I need help, but that's not what I mean. I need my mom. The one who knows I hate tomatoes but love tomato sauce. The one who still texts me weather alerts from my college town. The one who remembers my friends' names and asks about their lives. Natalie doesn't do those things? He laughed bitterly. Natalie doesn't even know what I'm majoring in. She just knows it's something in business because that sounds good at her networking events. I studied my son, 20 years old, sitting at my kitchen table where he'd done homework for 12 years, looking more lost than he had since middle school. Tyler, I love you. I will always love you. But I won't be disrespected. Not by anyone, including you. I know. I understand. Tell me how to fix this. You can't fix it overnight. Trust takes time to rebuild. Respect takes consistency to maintain. What about school? The meal plan? What about it? Mom, I can't afford. Then get a job. Take out loans. Figure it out. That's what adults do. You're really not going to help me? I'll help you, I said carefully. But not like before. No more blank checks. No more credit cards. No more services you don't appreciate. You want my support? Earn it. Show me you understand its value. Tyler left that afternoon with a lot to think about. He got a part-time job at the campus bookstore. 20 hours a week, minimum wage, barely enough to supplement the meager food budget he scraped together. His dorm room stayed messy without the cleaning service. He learned to do laundry when he ran out of the service I'd prepaid for. Most importantly, he learned the difference between a real mom and a cool mom. 3 months later, he called me from school. Mom, I just wanted to tell you about my day. Yeah, nothing special. Just wanted to talk to my mom. My only mom. Is that okay? That's okay, I said, settling into my couch. Tell me everything. And he did. No complaints about the job or the meal plan situation. No mentions of Natalie. Just my son, talking to his mother, the way it should have been all along. Last week, I got a card in the mail. Handwritten, not a text or email. Mom, thank you for teaching me the hardest lesson of my life. That respect isn't optional. That love isn't measured in dollars. That cool fades, but showing up every day for 20 years is what makes a real parent. I love you. Your son, your only son, your grateful son, Tyler. I reinstated partial meal plan support for his senior year. Just enough to help, not enough to be taken for granted. He appreciated it more than he'd ever appreciated the full ride. Natalie, she's still around, still posting Instagram stories about her bonus son. But Tyler stopped appearing in them. Turns out it's less fun to claim a kid when you actually have to support them. And me? I'm still the same regular mom. Still working at the hospital. Still living in my regular house. Still checking the weather in Tyler's college town. But now I'm appreciated for it. And that makes all the difference. Sometimes the best gift you can give your children is letting them experience life without you. It's the only way they learn that what looks boring and regular from the inside feels like home when it's gone. Even if it means letting them eat ramen for a semester to figure it out.